Physics Blender. I love 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 Physics Blender. Subscribe for more videos.
Hello everyone, welcome to Physics Blender e-learning platform. Today we are discussing checking your answers. You have homework about general wave properties, paper 1 for core and extended candidates. Okay, let's start by question 1. We are talking about diffraction here. You have a gap and the question is asking you about this curving effect. This curving effect when waves they are traveling and you have the situation they meet an obstacle but they can pass through this obstacle. It could be sharp edge or gap or a small hole, and you can imagine water waves here, they can propagate, they can travel to the other side. So you have to exclude refraction. Here the name of the effect is diffraction. How the gap can be changed so the wavefronts do not reach the boat. Okay, here the significant diffraction, significant or clear diffraction takes place when you have the wavelength of the wave is approximately equal to the width of the gap, the dimensions of the gap. Okay, and the wavefronts will be circular and spread out more and so on. Okay, so here you have here the dimensions of the gap will be slightly bigger or slightly smaller, so they will not reach the boat. They should be slightly bigger. They should be slightly bigger. Okay, if the dimensions of the gap will be slightly bigger, like here, okay, so the waves will be like this. So they will not reach the boat, and you will find slight bending at the edge of the wavefronts. Okay guys, so the waves will be slightly bigger, so the answer is A, and the name of this effect is diffraction. So significant or clear diffraction, you will find it if the wavelength of the wave is approximately equal to the width of the gap, but this is not the case here. I am talking in general. The case here is asking you if the waves will not reach the boat. Would you make the gap wider or narrower? So you have to make it wider, because wider means the spreading out will be less. Spreading out will be less. Okay, okay. Question number 2, we discussed it before but in another way. So we have here question 2. Waves travel more slowly in shallow water. If a person drops a stone at X, so here we have the source of the wave. The distance between the first wavefront and the source, we consider this distance the wavelength. So here, which region is likely to be most shallow according to the wave equation? We have here the frequency is constant. Okay, so if we are talking about the shallow region, so it means the speed decreased. So shallow means slower. It means the wavelength also will be decreased. So you will choose the shortest distance, which is A. Okay? Okay. So this is question 2. Question 3, some concepts and some labels. Which label section here representing wavefront? We said wavefront, they are imaginary lines. The distance between two wavefronts is representing wavelength. So B here, for example, is representing wavelength. A is representing wave direction, the direction of wave travel. Okay, the barrier here is D, so this is the reflecting surface or the barrier. So which one representing wavefront is C? The answer is C. Okay, they are equally spaced and the distance between two wavefronts representing wavelength. Okay, so the answer is C. Question 4, a woman here is listening to a radio station, and in the radio station they mention 200 meter about the radio wave. So this information, this value is representing the wavelength of the wave, okay. Okay, question number 5, we have here again shallow water and deep water, and we have here boundary. Okay, so what is the name of this effect? As we said here, refraction. What do you mean by refraction? Refraction means when waves behave in different situations, they find another medium. So we consider deep water as a medium, we consider shallow water another medium. So when they travel from a medium to another, they change direction, they change speed and wave length. Okay, and by the way, here you have the wavelength in deep is longer than the wavelength in shallow. Okay. Okay, question number 6, vertical stick is depth up and down in water at P. In 2 seconds, not in 1 second, in 2 seconds, we have 3 wave crests are produced. Which statement is true? Why I told you in 2 seconds? To pay attention that frequency of waves is 3 hertz could be correct if the time here is 1 second. So if the time is mentioned here as 1 second, so we can consider the frequency is 3 hertz. Number of waves produced in 1 second, okay? But here we have 2 seconds, so we cannot say that the frequency 3 hertz is correct. Distance y is the wavelength of the wave. No, distance y is not the wavelength. The wavelength, the distance between two wavefronts, so it's not y. X is the amplitude. No, x could be the wavelength. So the correct answer is each circle representing wavefront. Okay, question 7, water waves are reflected at a plane surface. Which property is not changed? Is changed by reflection. What happened during reflection? We said that all properties, all features will be the same. Wavelength will be the same, frequency, speed, even the shape of wavefronts, but the direction will be different. So the answer is A.
Subscribe for more videos. I love physics when Physics Blender. I love Physics Blender. I love Physics Blender. I love Physics Blender.